This is the Pilot G2, the best-selling gel pen in America. Well, according to Pilot. And they made bold claims for decades about lasting longer than the competitors, sometimes even claiming twice as long compared to the popular yet unnamed brands. Hi, name is Alex Crane, and I've been wasting countless hours of my life writing out pens fully. So when I saw those claims without any concrete numbers, I knew this is something I must cover. Since everything is done by hand and I wanted to have a way to compare the writing life from pen to pen, I opted for making squares. They're easy to count while giving me a good idea how the pen feels, be it ergonomics or writing performance. Obviously, making it automated would save me a lot of time and pain. But pens have been engineered for humans to write with, not machines. The speed at which the ink goes onto the bowl, the different angles, and the pressure we use during writing. A regular CNC machine just isn't capable of that. Unless I guess you make some super advanced robot. And yeah, I understand. Squares are not a perfect solution either. So I spent hours writing actual notes too, while also testing out highlighters, correction fluid, and different notebooks and paper. So if you're into stationery, I recommend checking out some of my other reviews. But let's get back to the G2. Why is it king? It's not the first. That would be the Sakura Jelly Roll, the first gel pen, which I already reviewed on this channel, and I really recommend watching the review before you buy one. I wouldn't say they're the best either. That's debatable. I'd say availability plays a huge role. They're like the Kleenex or the Q-tips of the gel pen world. You can get them practically anywhere. Well, in the US. They also come in all the popular sizes, going from super fine to bold, and have a whole palette of colors to choose from. To have a better appreciation of writing performance, I asked participants of my reviews to start out with the big round stick, a real workhorse of a disposable ballpoint pen. I love the design. It's super consistent and smooth as far as ballpoints go. And yes, the Pilot G2 does feel even more smooth, which is great if you suffer from wrist pain. It might be a life changer in fact. I find the 0.7 and 1mm to be noticeably more wet, which is great if you want a rich dark line, but not so much if you're writing on very thin or glossy paper. And in general, not something I would advise to a lefty. I never had one dry up on me, even when forgetting to click it closed for the weekends. The grip is nice and big, and it's very lightweight, so you really can write for hours with it. Since I can't draw to save my life, you can check out Peter Draw's review, linked in the description. Seems they had a pretty positive impression. But back to our squares, or how long does it write for? Just like Peter noticed in his video, so did I, that the lines sometimes differ, bringing a more darker, richer color. But as far as performance, before the very end, it wrote without any skipping or other issues at all. So let's count the squares. There are 16 by 20 on a page. That's 320. The grid is half a centimeter. I tested the 0.5 version, and it lasted me, as you can see, 414 meters. And each one of these videos take an insane amount of time. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like and comment the video. It won't cost you anything but like 5-10 seconds of your time. But back on topic. Is that a lot? Let's compare. The Sakura Jelly Roll, if you're lucky for it to survive, 4,160 squares. This cheap random gel pen from India, QBE, win. These were super cheap, and you can actually feel it. So I got them for when anyone asks to borrow a pen. I'm not giving you my palette, no way. And they lasted for 5,629 squares. Ballpoints last longer than gel pens. Take the big round stick M for example, 22,975. But if you insist using gel pens and don't mind something a bit less smooth and want to save money, Xiaomi's Mi high capacity gel pen truly lives up to its name and costs significantly less. If you're curious how long do different pens and pencils last, subscribe. I'll be testing and uploading a lot more soonish.